Hello and welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
And I'm tired. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Sharyn and I'm tired.
We both tired.
Girl.
But we love you all so much that we are giving it to you anyway. Normally we have like a video in the back ready to go, but this time we don't, so we have to come to y'all on
It's 6 a.m.
Tuesday morning.
Absolutely. We sliding in, honey. We crawling in the first base on this one, honey. Woo.
Yes, but that's mainly because I had to go out of town and I just got back last night. And so now we have to record. So anyway, that just shows that we love you all so much.
And somebody's very dedicated because I said, look, they got 133 videos they can choose. You ain't getting one today. But
Sharyn did say that, y'all. So.
I did.
Yeah. She was like, let's just not do one this week.
But you know what? I put my glasses on, put on my bra. Go get them, Tiger.
But that's okay. We are here and we're not complaining. We do love y'all.
Yeah.
And we appreciate each and every one of you all that tune in to us each and every week.
Yeah.
And who sends us our different comments and different
ideas.
accolades.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely ideas.
And share pieces of their life with us,
Absolutely.
you know. And we, it's part of our blessings.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Blessings we're receiving coming through you. So keep doing what you're doing. We really, as Rosa said, we appreciate you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So before we get into today's topic, let's see, any announcements?
I'm tired. No. Already we're thinking about Pride for, 2024. Y'all been looking at the news. Just keep loving each other, please. We got to hold on to one another because everybody ain't feeling us. So we need to feel one another, fill each other's cup, okay?
Exactly.
Pour into each other's cup.
And
It's some
remain
rough
a
days.
strong unit, family.
Yeah.
Just remain strong.
Yeah.
And as Sharyn said, love on each other because you never know when you're going to be gone.
Yeah.
Or who's not going to be here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So then let's get into shout outs if there's no more announcements. And we always say announcements like we should write them down, right?
No,
we don't.
No, it's not that. And then if you're depending on my memory, but we remember after we stop filming.
I know. So we gonna have to start giving y'all announcements at the end.
Right.
Remember by the end.
And,
anyway.
and it's a lot going on too.
Yeah,
but
so.
this morning you're gonna please forgive us.
Yes. So let's just get into today's shout outs. So today's shout out goes to Andrea W. Thank you for being a subscriber, Andrea. We haven't heard from you in any comments. We just want you to just reach out and say hello, just to let us know you are still with us. But we appreciate you. Next, we have John S. Thank you. I haven't heard from you either, but I know you out there. I know you listening. I know you tuning in. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Last but not least is Black and Mild. Thank you. And I love the name. I'm just saying because somebody's smoking some.
Somebody, that's all I'm saying. I wasn't going to go there, but, and mild.
I love it. But thank you for being a subscriber also to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. And we just want to thank everybody once again for being so diligent with just being patient with us on times where I know film is not going well, but as like today where we both looking tired, we appreciate y'all.
Well, I did put on lipstick, so I must be well dressed.
So anyway, before we get into today's title, I just want to set it up a little bit for you all because while I was gone, right, for like a week. I left like last Monday, and so yeah.
This many days. She said a week, but it's really 8. Okay.
Right.
It's Tuesday morning again. You left last Monday.
That's true.
Left me with the dogs.
So the reason I left last Monday. Was because there was an emergency, so I had to fly out to Virginia, which is my old stomping grounds anyway. But I had a good time. But anyway, I was there for an emergency, and while I was there, some things transpired. So the emergency was one of my children was in the hospital. They were visiting their grandmother, and so I'm trying to set this up so it's not like too personal, but not but personal enough.
Give you the information, but don't give you the.
So their dad was with them, and he was with his friend, his new friend, girlfriend, or whatever the status is. I never got a chance to see her, which was fine because because it was emergency, she actually had to fly out. He was there, saw him one day, then he had to leave because he had to get back to work. Got it. We tag team. We co-parent the best that we know how to co-parent.
Yeah, y'all do a good
job. So
when
it comes to our children, if we got to help each other out for their sake, then that's what we do.
Because they are your children.
Absolutely.
As simple as that.
So giving you all that backstory, when I got there and he's just like, I got to get back to work. Some things were happening. And I said, go, we're good. Our child was still in the hospital at this point. I said, when they release them, then I will get them back home. Mm-hmm. So that was sort of the last conversation. Mm-hmm. And so rented a car, drove from Virginia to New York,
upstate New York, upstate.
Right. And then flew back home last night. So that's kind of, what happened. And with that being said, today I want to talk about, or Sharyn and I would like to talk about, dealing with exes.
Nubu, right.
Issues.
Yes, right. You ain't tripping the ex, but your ex got a boo.
Right.
That needs some talking to.
You.
Right.
So with that being set up, the initial agreement was to come home, let my child get their clothes together, and then I was going to take them to my sister's house for a week. We got in a little bit later than expected, and I drove the whole way, and so I was just very tired.
Truly.
So when we got to my kid's dad's house, I told them to call your dad while we were in the car. I said, call your dad, let him know we crashing over there before we go to your auntie's house because just tired.
Because you're crashing.
Exactly.
You need to crash.
So they did. They called their dad, told them that we were crashing. He was fine with that. I've only stayed at his house one time before, and that was when it was an emergency.
Right.
So
right.
So it's only an emergency.
They ain't like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Like I set it up before, we co-parent very well.
Let's not go too far.
Okay. We co-parent very well when it does come to the kids. Do we get along well? That's another issue. So, but anyway, so with that being said, he was okay with it. His new boo, on the other hand, was not. And I know some of you all out there who can probably agree with her in a sense. But at the same time, there might be some out there that's agreeing with her. I can see it because, especially when the relationship is new, you might be a little insecure about some things, and I get that. But there's no doubt in my mind that he did not tell her that I was a gay woman, lesbian. I like other women.
Right. Live with
if I wanted to be with him, I would have stayed with him.
Right.
Number one.
Okay.
That's not even the issue. The issue is I'm not sure why she tripped me crashing over there so much. So we just want to come to you all today with, just the issues with the exes. Nubu?
Yeah. And I don't think, it's too early for me to chime in because surely I not only know the story, I'm living the story because it's my boo. Well, but my thing is, I don't think, and Lord knows I wasn't there, but I don't think it was just her you crashing there. I think it was just you. You know how people like, like she's met your children are darn near grown.
And she likes the children.
Yes.
Matter of fact, when my child was in the hospital, one of my other children, she hung out with them because it was an emergency. So it's almost like she understood. And my child that was in the hospital,
Right.
she was very caring towards them. So when I heard that news, this is prior to me getting there, I actually told their dad to tell her thank you. For hanging
being
out
kind.
with the
Yeah.
kids.
Right.
So
Right.
don't know if that got to her or not. Don't care. I just wanted him to know that I am
That you
definitely, appreciate anybody who's taking care or looking out for my kids, because that's what it's about. I was not there, but they needed somebody. Their dad can't be in two places at one time, and we do have two children, so we got to be with one or the other when this situation happens. So whether she got that information or not, whatever.
Hold on, not defending her. I've never met the lovely woman, but she is the new boo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I say new, she's new. So it ain't like they've been in a
3 to
relationship
4 months, maybe.
That's
I'm
brand
assuming.
new. You don't even know each other's birthmarks yet.
Yeah.
Not all of them, probably not. But you understand what I'm saying. So Rosa gave her all the grace that she can give her, especially in an emergency situation. Because when things go down, I ain't got time to think about your feelings.
Exactly.
We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do something now. This is very dramatic, and excuse me, fuck your feelings.
Right.
Quite frankly, that's me. But I'm an old lesbian. so, and I don't want any additional heartburn coming upon my wife, because like I said, look, I know she's like a hangnail away from, falling apart, because she just got so much on her right now. I ain't got nothing to say, well, baby, what do you need? What can I do? Baby, what do you need? What can I do? You know what I mean? Those kind of things.
I'm just trying to figure out how I can help my child at this point.
Right. And make everything work and make everything okay, because that's what mothers try to do. We try to make things okay. And it'd be different if she was the old boo. Old boo, like, hey, they've been together the last 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 years, whatever, so,
right.
Like, oh, y'all probably gonna, get married one day. I don't care what you do, you know what I mean? These are our children, right? So I'm, of course I'm on Team Rosa, right?
Of course.
Right. I'm on Team Rosa, 100% of the time. And like, even if she lied, I'm going to tell another one and say it's the truth. Okay? That's my boo. So when she's got to got to deal with this person, I didn't understand why this woman got the thumps. The thumps, this attitude. Right. She got the thumps over Rosa. I think she had seen something else that she came across. Right. Go ahead. You can tell the part.
Okay. Well, before I tell that part,
you got to back up,
because you're talking about what my sister said.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back to that. Mm-hmm. But so when we were in Virginia, granted, the kids were visiting their grandmother. So they have an aunt and a grandmother there.
Yeah, from their father's side. On their father's side.
When my child got out of the hospital, of course, family's going to look out for family. So I actually stayed at their grandmother's house. She's not there, but we stayed at their grandmother's house.
Which is
fine. I have a great relationship with them as well.
Right.
So... and as Sharyn said, it's not occupied right now. So it just worked out.
It worked out.
Instead of me, everything's an emergency, coming, getting a hotel room, didn't have time to look for that, barely got a ticket out, so it was just a lot of moving parts quickly. So it really worked out. And I must say that I am grateful for the relationship that I have with
your
my
ex-mother-in-law.
Aunt, their aunt and their grandmother on their dad's side. So with that being said, I'm thinking also she was upset that I was able to stay over there as well, because it's like, wait a minute, how close is this woman to the family? You know what I'm saying? And most of the time when you divorce or you just have children with someone and you're not really friends with their side of the family, everybody, if they divorce you,
right?
Everybody divorce you, you know. So,
and it's not that kind of party. Everyone is adults. Everyone is still caring, and everyone seemingly cares about. It's all about the children.
Right.
You know what I mean? Look, you are the mother of my grandchildren. You okay with me?
Exactly.
I don't know what really went down with you and my son. Ain't my business, but I love my grandchildren, and you're a damn good mother. And ain't nobody gonna put a check mark by Rosa's name, but that she ain't a good mother.
Right.
All right, she is. She's extraordinary. So, but you know, you got to do double time because of the distance now, because it's his turn to, you know, take the kids and da 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 da. That's never easy. So we try to make shit that's rough, make it smooth. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm talking to my old friends. You come to rough shit. Your job is to make it smooth. And y'all know how I feel about you feel about my Rosa. Y'all better not bother my Rosa. Don't make me get on a plane.
Yeah.
See, that's when they take all the news people, y'all up there looking at the hurricane. You're gonna be tracking Sharyn. We tracking Sharyn because Sharon's on her way.
Hurricane Sharyn.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
No,
but to stay serious with the moment, I'm not trying to tell you a story. I'm one of the passengers, and I'm living the story because I'm over here and I just want the best for all. Absolutely. You know what I mean? She's running around. She's already, overworked. So then you got the stress and an immediate situation, travel, distance, people, money, time, work, energy.
Job,
so you don't need no crazy shit from a Disney bitch. Excuse me. That bad language again. Excuse me. You don't need no extra drama. Right. Okay, I'll put it that way. From anybody. So back to you.
So when we got to New York, of course, I crashed on the sofa of my ex house, and I guess she was just upset with him for allowing that. So when it got
had questions about it. Wait a minute, had questions about it, like, why is your ex sleeping on the couch? Because she drove 9 hours with my child, and this is emergency right now. Believe me, ain't nobody creeping and tipping, right. And nothing, it ain't that kind. Again, so,
and the average person would have just been like, "Let me come over there and stay the night with you, or whatever," or he can go over there and stay the night with her. Whatever it may have been, it could have gone down differently. So
right, and I could have been with you too,
right.
Or whatever. I mean, like right now, this is an emergency. Like as I always say, emergencies anytime. Yeah. Emergencies anytime. This is not the norm, and she's the new boo. It's just like you should say.
Which I've met other boos before.
Right. There's been wait a minute. There's been several boos from the bayou.
That's what I'm saying.
Going through this, like, which is his business. Everybody's grown, and we ain't got nothing but love and respect for him. But understand what I'm saying. Don't start nothing. It won't be nothing. If I'm okay with it, and like, hey, baby, I was just too tired to get on the road, and da 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 da. If you can't understand that, you with the wrong babe. And again, new babe. She hasn't finished indoctrination school yet. Right. I said, you need to retrain your babe because she was wrong. She was, incorrect.
But she's also a mother of two. Or a mother, I don't know how many.
She's a mother. She's a mother also.
Yeah, I don't know how many children she got. Right. I just know of two. Yeah, and so and sort of in a similar situation. So that's why I don't know why she was tripping it, but to get back to what Sharyn said, when you tell someone that your ex is a lesbian, most of the time, if they are straight. Heterosexual, I should say. I think they view lesbians as this butch-looking woman coming through, and
with 3 teeth missing, wearing a plaid shirt and baggy pants. I don't know.
Exactly.
I ain't cracking on us yet.
Exactly. I think it's more like a haircut like Sharon's, or.
Are you cracked? Wait a minute.
No, I'm not cracking because my hair used to look like that too. But I'm just saying, I think they get a different vision of what a gay person looks like when someone says, "Oh, and now
she's a lesbian,
right?"
So
and she's married to a woman,
right?
And so I think but whatever that is in a heterosexual's head. So I can't really speak for them, but. I think she had a lot of that. And then, just out of curiosity, we as women go look somebody up. Like, I know she must have a Facebook page. I know she must have an Instagram or whatever.
So she looked you up.
Or even a YouTube channel.
What? Look, what?
So my sister says, I think she might be upset because she probably looked at you and realized you look normal-ish.
Yeah.
As a lesbian,
Right,
not
right.
anything that she imagined, and maybe
Right.
you're even in her eyes cute on some level.
Right. You're an attractive woman.
Exactly.
It's simple as that. Like, she don't look like no dark to me.
Exactly. Like, you sure y'all ain't, why she coming through?
Right. Y'all ain't tipping and gripping. No, they're not. Sharyn will speak to that.
And then the weird thing is, when I even talked to Sharyn about it, I said I'm crashing at my kid's father's house. She never even tripped about it. Why are you staying over there? You got hotel money. Go to the hotel. That's the old Sharyn. But she was just like, oh, that's nice. You're gonna get up early in the morning, get up out, whatever. It was just that smooth conversation. But that, I think, is more being secure in the relationship. You know? So,
and even if I wasn't, this is not the time to tell your tale. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You know how you say you can ask questions later on. If you had some questions, I didn't. Like, you okay, baby girl? Okay, you tired, baby? I know you tired because you drove from Virginia to New York by yourself. I mean, you did some serious driving. There's truckers who don't drive that far. Okay, and Rose is like, that's that mother's love. Like, I gotta get there. So, what can I say other than, babe, you okay? You need anything? All right, babe. All right, don't forget, get some rest. You know what I mean? Baby, you sound tired. Okay, whatever. I'll talk to her when she gets back into Cali, right? Like I said, even if I had an issue, a problem, a question, can you hold all questions till after we get my child?
And if she was gonna go off on him being her boyfriend or whatever, don't you think it's still an emergency? He's still trying to deal with his child being in the hospital too, and work issues, because for him to even
he's in management.
have to leave,
he
didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? His child is still in the hospital, but you got to do what you have to do to make a living. So, which means I understand that. I'm here. I just got here. You've been here for 3 days. Go ahead, do what you got to do. I'll take the next 3 days if need be.
Right.
So it was that type of situation. But when I thought about it, and I was speaking to my sister about it, and that came up, and I'm like, well, maybe you're right. Maybe
could be.
But I guess coming to you all today, because I was just real heated about it, and I was talking to Sharyn, and I'm like, maybe we need to talk about this. She was like, well, I didn't go through it, so I don't know. I'm like, hey,
so what we're asking,
it is what it is. I'm sure there are people who out there that deals with their ex-boo's new boo.
Right. You ain't got to trip the ex-boo, but the ex-boo's new boo may bring trauma.
Tripping.
Right. And it's just like, it's almost like, who handed her the microphone? This shit ain't even about you. When they're, and one thing I have learned as we continue to learn and as we're all on our journey, we know that children come first.
Yes.
Like, sometimes Rose and I got to discuss something, and then I'm thinking, I ain't gonna win this one because and I know I'm not trying to win. I just want to make sure that my feelings and my perspective are heard, understood, and even if you don't go for the program that weekend, give me the right to say it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna let you know when I stop liking what you're saying. Okay. I had enough. That's enough.
Absolutely.
So that's where we're at. So we're asking you out there in lesbian land and far beyond. Sometimes it's not the ex with their drama, it's the ex's new babe.
Right.
Or new dude or whatever, new hookup. I'm like, bitch, I've been in, no, I'm just not even putting up with your crazy shit today. Because we don't have room for the crazy now.
And trust me, I am not that, baby mama drama type person.
Not at all.
I will back up just to make sure it's okay and that my kids don't have to deal with any drama when it comes to two adults who can't get along.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, I'd rather not, and I've never been like, oh, well, I don't want this woman by my children because, I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? I'm trusting their dad to choose somebody in his life that is going to respect and love my kids as they would love him and respect him.
Right.
And that's all that I can ask for. So I have to trust him in doing that.
Right.
And with doing that, the two I met like 2 of his exes, and they were fine. You know, I mean, some of them had
only 2. Wait a minute, only 2 when the 3 or 4 because
yeah. I mean, it was several, but I didn't meet everybody.
No, but I would say that he's still searching. As you know, like Rosa and I are blessed. We found each other. You know, loving up on each other, got married, and we just celebrated our 7th anniversary. Everyone don't get that. You know what I mean? Everyone doesn't, it's like, girl, I'm still looking. Whether you're male, female, in between, trans, whatever. I mean, what makes us, all play in the same sandbox is that we're all human. You know what I mean? We all got feelings. We got a heart, so and we're basically in the same line. That's all. You know what I mean? And I've definitely admired the way you have handled some things because I know I'm not easy too. Because sometimes you need to explain some things to me. Talk slowly, eye contact. Okay, probably serve a little breakfast helps me. You know what I mean? It helps to go down a little quicker, better. But I'm just saying, if I got a question, I ask. Yeah. I ain't trying to start nothing. I ain't trying to make the East River run west, but I got questions and they get answered. You know what I mean? So back to so we're asking you today out there. Sometime have you guys ever found yourself in a similar situation where it's like you can deal with your ex, you just can't deal with your ex's new boo, right? You know what I mean? Because it's just like she will make you go into prayer.
And correct me if I'm wrong. The way I'm looking at this, because I'm really trying to figure out, okay, if this is someone that he's going to be with from now on, then it's already a bad start between the 2 of us, and I just don't want that for my kids because it seems like they get in the middle of it because then their dad's ex calling and want to go to lunch with them and and they're not talking so it's like and but they built up a relationship with them.
This is kind of sleazy in my book, but sometimes adults will try to get to you through your children. You know what I mean? So they call the kids, well, what's your dad doing? Oh, he's not there? Yeah, he hasn't been there for 2 days. He's out of town. Well, how y'all doing? Okay, yeah, I'll bring you something from McDonald's because you just want to know where their father is.
Right.
Don't
or just want to come through.
Right. But don't use the kids as an excuse.
Yeah.
But
and that's not what happened. No. That's just for an example.
Right. That's just one example. And you know how we can be as women.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, girl.
Well, that's why I'm kind of. Kind of like on the fence with this because it's like I know how we can be as women and I know that insecurity can set in, but you have to trust each other if you're in that relationship. And and I know it's just a tad bit different when it comes to women and ex-boos and another woman because sometimes the kids are in the middle of that. You break up and that ex now wants to continue to see the children because they are attached to them now. Mm-hmm. So not the case here, but similar.
And then it puts too much on the children, and then y'all inviting them to a party they shouldn't even be at because remember we are the adults.
Exactly.
Can we just fake it for a couple of more weekends and stuff so until you grow the hell up? Exactly. You know what I mean? And then I'm the resident aging lesbian, because I'm like, no, put her on the phone. Put her on the phone. So you said like she can ready to have an unpleasant lesbian experience called Sharyn. Because like I ain't for no, I'm not, Rosa's not, we're not. It's not the time for no crazy monkey shit. So I don't know you, but cut it out.
But and trust your current partner. If I tell Sharyn there's nothing going on with me and my ex, I expect her to believe that until I give her a reason not to. And there's no. Why are you even looking like that?
I'm looking like that because
we're not doing that.
No, right? Oh. You know that.
And that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, trust them. If he's dating her and he says, my ex-wife and I are not like that, and blah 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 blah, and you could come through, then it should be like a trust thing.
Right.
I think
and
when
you're
that's
comfortable in y'all new relationship, you should be able to come through. Because remember, you love, this new babe. You the one that's interested in him. Right. As they say, I've been there, done that. Did not write a song about it.
Y'all, okay. If it was me, I would personally be like, let me meet it because I might have some questions. Is this Joker who he say he is? That,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. And who's going to be around your children? I mean, and that's your interest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you say, hey, I know this is your dad's new babe, whatever. I just want to make sure that she's not feeding my child worms or something. I mean, I'm being extreme just to make an example. So that's what we've been through this week, and it's been a bit trying. And I know Rosa was like, oh, thank you, Jesus, because I don't want Sharyn to go off. Because you don't want me in the stew.
Exactly.
You don't want me in your stew.
Yeah. So to this day, I've never met her. I just, this kind of got back to me, and I was just kind of taken back by
You haven't met her?
No, I didn't get a chance to meet her.
I thought you knew. Oh, I thought she came to the hospital.
She left. She left before I got there.
Oh, see what happens when they give the old lady half the information. I see why she got.
She
right.
flew out. She had to get to work.
Right.
And then the next day I got there.
Oh.
So yeah, she flew back home. Even though they had driven, but then she ended up flying back.
Right. She had to get back to work.
Yeah.
Right.
So I never met this woman, and
I wasn't on the elevator together going down to the cafeteria.
But like I said, she did take care of my children while their dad was under a little distress, and I think she stepped up in that regards, and I appreciate that. Still not taking anything from her,
right?
But at the same time, y'all talk me down if I'm looking at it wrong.
Yeah. So why she blow up like a puffer fish then?
I mean, know.
Is it because she had not met you? And like I said, I know a lot was going on in the last 7 days. You're over here, you're over there, baby girl, ex-husband, your ex-in-laws.
Level is up to here
times 10.
Right.
right. So I could just see, you the ex. You know what I mean? Is her hair a weave?
Yeah.
You know how we do, girls. We really need to get past that. Because it's like me, it's like, hey, me and you were in the same pool. Y'all care about the kids. That is why you're there. And that little piece of man, that truly, he's all yours, sweetie.
Yeah.
He don't even show up in my bad dreams,
Right. And know that when you walking into a relationship and that person, has children from someone else, that they are probably going to be a part of their life at some point.
Titting.
Right. Even if they're not that parent that the kids see every week, every day, talk to, they're coming back at some point in time.
And and to make it about me for 1 second, when I was out there, dating and stuff, so, I'm running into a woman who got kids, first thing in my mind is like, where's the man? I want to know what's your relationship with the child, other than the fact you bore his child. And people are like, oh, well, he don't mean nothing to me. Well, he meant something with you at least one night.
Exactly.
He meant something. He is the father of your children. I just want to know how's your relationship, because you want to know what you're walking into.
Yeah.
Like he don't even know that I'm really gay and that I see women. He think you my aunt. Oh, that's when you back the hell up. Beep, beep, beep. Backing up. It ain't going right, because she's not even honest with who she is in her life, and you ain't coming up there to that ain't the slice of cake I want. But anyhow, back to you, babe. I think you did a wonderful job of handling it, but it does give us pause and to ask that question. You know what I mean? Are you guys okay with your ex's new love?
Exactly.
Exactly. Is she giving you drama and trauma?
Right.
Right,
because and I'm sure even when you have an ex, when you do break up and you still have a connection like kids, then it's hard to even build a relationship because somebody's mad at somebody. So when you've worked to even do that or come to that conclusion or just to be cordial to each other, you've already done the hard work. Because that just doesn't happen overnight. So I feel like, I've been divorced from the kid's dad over 11 years, 12 years now. And
that's a minute. That's more than that's over a decade.
It's been a long, hard road.
Sure.
And
y'all had to work. And I mean, not taking sides, but it's never easy. Yeah. But it surely doesn't have to be as difficult as some people make it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. And I surely have seen a lot of this kind of situation, but it's unique because it's you and him. But some people can make it work, and some people are just like, I don't want to see it. and drop the kids 2 miles away from my front door. I don't want to see that. And I'm just like, damn.
And he better not come with his girlfriend, or she better not come with her girlfriend.
Look, and you used to love him.
Right.
And you had his baby.
So this is what, some of the issues that Sharyn and I have to deal with, being that I used to be married to a man. So I'm just saying, it is what it is, and
you're just trying to make things work out, and things happen.
I'm not saying I regret my past life. I love my children, and they are the best things that have happened through that part of my relationship with their dad. But it is what it is. They're here. And it's our job as parents to do what we have to do to make them whole and healthy.
And and always keeping keeping the best for them. Always planning and try to present the best to them, because they didn't ask to come here. And they deserve all the goodness you can give them. So this morning we thought we were just going to have a quick
I know. I just need to get some stuff off my chest, and I appreciate y'all listening. And like I said, if I'm wrong, call me out. I had no problem with that. I just need to know if I was looking at it differently, or I should look at it a different way.
Well, I'm just glad you're home, Mama. So
I'm glad to be here.
Woo! You feel better?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Look, why pay for therapy? You have us. But
exactly, and we got y'all. So y'all are our therapists.
Oh, one thing I am excited. This is not an announcement, but one thing I am excited about when Rosa does the demographics and so on. She looking at all the information. So am I, but I'm more focused on getting in front of the camera and knowing what the hell we're talking about. Well, evidently our demographics say our largest demographic is women. Of course, Black women. Did it say Black women?
No,
it did say women over the gay women over the age of 65.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you,
over 60% of our
audience is
over 65.
Right. So sound like my friends. You know what I mean?
That's jacked up. They're my friends too. Y'all my friends too.
Yeah, but I'm glad, because that's the audience that we're targeting, and all the other ones that roll into that. So we appreciate you guys' support of the show. If you like a topic, please share it, subscribe, or invite other people to subscribe, because we really we put a lot into it, and that's why we get so much from it. So.
And 27% of our audience are not subscribers. So if that is you, can you hit that like button?
Yeah.
Hit that subscribe button and share our video. We would appreciate that very much.
Help a couple of sisters out.
Absolutely. That'd be great. And continue to enjoy the content.
Yeah. So, you wore me out. I'm not tired. I'm turd. I'm turd.
And I got to get to work.
Yeah. So look, until next time.
Wishing you all the very best of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke.
Yeah.
And we love you. And thank you so much.
See you.